G440 Max, the Qi35 increase ball speed, increase distance. Pretty straight, very, very good. So all in all, guys, won the race. Today we have a big driver head-to-head in the form of the Ping G440 Max against the TaylorMade Qi35. Both of these clubs are aiming to combine distance and forgiveness. We know how forgiving, we know how straight this Ping is, or certainly its predecessors, the 425, the 430. Early testing in the 440 suggests it's very forgiving, very straight. I want to put it up against the Qi35, see how that performs in terms of that forgiveness, in terms of the accuracy, but also looking at distance. So we've got 5 key areas I want you to look at today, and for me that's going to help me determine the best suited all-round driver. We're going for looks as category 1, feel, we're going for technology, distance and dispersion. Okay, so 5 key areas to determine the best overall driver. Okay, so if we were sort of looking down at these drivers in terms of our first category, both very different. Ping, we know what to expect. We've got the turbulators, which again, if you're used to Ping, you'll know what they look like. If you're not used to Ping, it may well put you off a bit. We've then got this TaylorMade Qi35, this all carbon effect. For me, the Qi35 just edges it. Now, purely on looks, I do think it looks better. I would say though, with this Qi35, it does look a little bit big. Okay, so if you're a better golfer, it looks a little bit big. Okay, but I do think it does look better than the Ping though, because of the turbulators, because of that sort of contrast between the top edge and the sort of carbon crown on the back. But yeah, definitely Qi35 looks that little bit better, okay, but not perfect. So let's kick off with the Ping. Gonna hit 6 shots with each club. Let's take a look at the data as we go, see which one is the best overall driver. Okay, so into this Ping G440 Max driver, largely getting that dispersion, but a lot of the tech this year has been around trying to increase ball speed, increase distance. And they've done that by trying to get a thinner, hotter face. Okay, so let's hit a few shots. Again, bear in mind our second category, which is feel, which again might not be important to everyone, but it's just to give you my opinion. Yeah, that felt great. Nice start, pretty straight, not the longest. And again, I think in recent years, Ping have definitely been the straightest driver on the whole, but not been the longest. Okay, so they are trying to improve on that distance. I felt good. Yeah, some good ball speed there. 155 is good. So perhaps doing the job. 284, that's very good. Yeah, 155 ball speed is very solid. Yeah, nice and straight. Yeah, we're Ping are definitely living up to that accuracy, aren't they? So far, seems really straight. Probably a touch longer than its predecessor, the G430 so far, but we will see as we hit a few more. But yeah, so far, so good. Decent hit, just pushed it out a little bit, felt a little bit off the toe, but not too bad. You know, one thing I like about the tech in this driver, it's got the sliding weight track. Again, thinking of my third category from a tech point of view, they've both got the adjustable hosel, and then this has got the weight track. Qi35 doesn't have that, it's got adjustable front and back weights, and then obviously the turbulators and obviously the hot face is the big one, this sort of thinner, faster faced face. But yeah, not too bad so far, pretty good. Bit off the bottom, just turned it over a little bit there. Ball speed was still good though, even with a poor strike. But yeah, I like the way it sits. Yeah, good one to finish there. Okay, so now into this TaylorMade Qi35. Before we get into that, sign up to my free downloadable practice guide that is in the description below. Loads of tips, tricks, drills for you to do for your practice to help you reach your goals this year. As I said, I really like the look of it, albeit it's a little bit big on the eye, but for a high handicapper, that will give you confidence that you're clearly going to hit it. But I love that sort of carbon finish. Prefer this look to the Qi10 from from last year, definitely. So again, what TaylorMade are talking about, they're talking about more distance from more areas of the face, trying to make it clearly more forgiving whilst maintaining some good speed. And they've got two back weights. So we've got the lightweight at the front, heavyweight at the back. That's for improved dispersion, okay, tighter dispersion. If you're somebody that's quite straight, you want a bit more length, then they're saying that if you put that heavyweight in the front, you're going to get on average an extra 5 yards, okay, which is quite a lot, isn't it? So we've got it in the back weight for the test today, but I was impressed with that Ping. Yeah, very good. 290. Yeah, I think the longest one of the Ping was 286, I think, or 284. So that was a good hit to kick us off there, and pretty straight. Good again. Yeah, felt nice. Just turning over a bit there, but felt good. Yeah, felt good. Yeah, the feel is quite a close one. I'm going to give it to Ping, okay? That classic Ping feel I do like. I think they have worked on it a lot in recent years. The G25 wasn't great. It was a bit loud. And then as we got into the 430 and this 440, the Ping feels good. Not to say that the TaylorMade feels bad, but for me, it probably just edges it from a feel standpoint, the Ping. Bit of a high toe, quite similar to one shot I hit with the Ping actually, that. But yeah, so far so good from a performance point of view. Next category is the tech. So just trying to decide what tech I prefer so far. Yeah, very, very good. Great distance on that 292, fantastic. Again, thinking about the tech, guys, you know, the main difference in terms of the new models are these interchangeable weights front and back, and I'm thinking about if I'm going to be fitting people, would I prefer moving the weights front and back, or would I prefer the sliding weight track at the back? Bear in mind you've obviously got the hosel in both, the loft sleeve, which allows you to change club face and loft obviously. Yeah, good hit. Felt very good. Yeah, from a feel standpoint, it was good. The Ping just edges it from a feel standpoint. Now, in terms of the tech, I'm going to give it a draw. Okay, the reason I'm going to give it a draw is because I felt like I hit both well. I feel like the loft sleeve can help with the right miss or the left miss. I like the concept of moving the weights around. I like that. I teach a lot of guys that would love this driver, but might spin it a touch high, and I can pull that weight forward and get them hitting it further. So I'm going to give it a draw, okay, purely based on not enough testing, okay? Now it's all down to the two key factors for me, distance and dispersion, okay? So let's take a look first of all at that dispersion. Okay, so we have got the TaylorMade Qi35 in the orange, G440 Max in the white, and we can clearly see Qi35 is the straightest, okay? Yes, there's the human element, but I did feel I hit both of them quite similar, really, and you can see there that Qi35 is really, really straight, okay? It felt so stable, that nice big head. Obviously the tech talking about more distance from more areas of the face, it just felt super forgiving, especially with that weight at the back. It felt so stable, and from a dispersion standpoint, Qi35 was the best, okay? So now that takes it 3-2 going into the distance element. So we've got TaylorMade at the top, Ping at the bottom. You can see their club speed near enough identical. Ball speed near enough identical, both at 154. Smash the same, so that suggests I'm hitting it the same. In terms of launch, Qi35 launching a bit higher, interesting enough at 15.1 to 13.8. Spin a little bit lower with that Qi35, but not much. Height very similar, but the all-important final figure we're looking for with the Qi35, carry 263 for 285 and the Ping 258 for 279. Okay, so 6 yards longer with the Qi35. So all in all, guys, a very, very interesting test. We know how good the Ping is, but based on today's test, the TaylorMade Qi35 won the race.